Hey there and welcome back to the video series. So in the previous video we created a basic route. We made the app.get, the get HTTP method that will run on /API/welcome, and it basically sends a 200 and a message to us. Okay. Before we connect to the database, I would like to install another handy tool that we can use when we start developing, because we're just in the beginning, and as we might progress into the video series, we might get errors when typing something wrong, or when we have an error from the database, say. So a really useful tool is called Nodemon, and the way we install this is that we will do npm install as the other dependencies, but we will type Nodemon and then -g, and that is for having it globally, because it is a tool that we can actually use across other Node projects. So I will install this globally, and then Node Packaging Manager will start to install this package here, and we can see if we go to the package JSON here that it is not listed in the dependencies because it is installed globally now. So that is why it is not listed here. Okay, so how do we use Nodemon? Well, the really handy thing about this is that whenever we change something in any of the files, Nodemon is going to listen to that and will actually rebuild the project real time and display any errors to us. So one thing we should do before we launch the project is that we go into package.json, because we have these scripts here. And we can see right now we just have a test script. We don't have any testing actually, but we can start Nodemon by making a, let's see here, if we make a start def, let's do this. So what should the script be? Well, when we want to start Nodemon, we will do Nodemon and then server.js. Okay. So Nodemon is going to be started up, and this is the initial file that it will listen to. So if we extend the package JSON with that, we can make all sorts of scripts. We can do a test script, or we can do a production script if we want to start it with another database or something like that. And Nodemon is only a tool that we will use when we develop it. So it's not a dependency that you need to install when it is running in production, because when we run the REST API in production, then we kind of assume that there should be no errors. And this is exactly what Nodemon does. It will help us debug errors. So if we clear the console here and we do npm run start def. So now I'm typing in the script's key, if we could say that, start def. Okay, so npm run start def. Then it's going to execute this command here, start the Nodemon with server.js. And we can see that Nodemon has started up. It is watching it is watching all these extensions, JSON files. It is starting with the server.js. Okay, so we can see that if we head back here, we still have our REST API up and running, and we still have the error here, of course, but let's imagine I modify some code here now. If I change the route, we can see here that Nodemon will actually rebuild the project or relaunch the server live, and of course we will have an error now, but it is not a real bug here, because it could be a valid route here. But if we make an error somewhere, if I type in get2, which is not a valid HTTP method here, you can see Nodemon immediately restarts the server, and we will have an error saying that app is not a function. Okay, so that way we have an idea about what is wrong and where the error is, because it will say that, okay, this is the location, server.js at line 10 and place 4 or 5. So then we have a really clear indication where is the error and where can we how can we debug it. So I'm just putting it back here, and you can see Nodemon restarts the server live. So that is basically about Nodemon. It is a really handy tool to when we start writing more code into this RESTful API. Alright, I think this is it for this video, and in the next video we will start working with the database, as I said before, and I hope you make this work. Okay, have fun with this. Bye bye.